Let's go for a walk. Now there's 3 warning signs that are going to come up with your body, and you're going to be paying attention to them, because if they happen, that's a urgent sign for you to pay attention and do something before you get absolutely slammed. And when I say absolutely slammed, I'm talking chronic illness, injury, could be a heart attack, cancer, one of these larger life events that happens when your body's just not working too well. Too much stress for too long, pushing too hard for way too long. Your body just breaks down and it just doesn't work so well anymore, and things aren't so good. So think about this. Does the couch collapse hit you? Is that every day you get home and you just collapse on the couch and that's it? You ain't moving. There's nothing left in the tank. You don't really know what you're going to be able to do after that. If anything, you might be up, get some food, have a shower, sit back on the couch and collapse again. This is common for a lot of people. You're so burnt out from work that you've got nothing left in the tank for your family, for your friends, for your fitness. And that just leads to more and more complications, more and more problems. So if that's you, that is a massive red flag of like, hey, something's going on here. Your energy is not in a good place. Your lifestyle is not what it should be. And if it's there right now, it's only going to get worse unless you do something about it. A year's time, if you do nothing, you're going to be in the same place or worse. If you did something about it, you're going to be in a much better place, feeling a whole lot better, and maybe you're not collapsing on the couch so much. Maybe you don't even worry about the couch. Maybe that's not an issue anymore. Maybe that's not what you want. You can get more out of life. Maybe it means you can go out after work and go and socialize and go and do some fun stuff. Maybe you got enough energy to go and run around after the kids at their sports, or take someone out for a nice meal. Just having the time and energy and the headspace and the presence to be able to show up and do whatever you need to do because you have enough energy for it. And yes, it is possible. It just takes a few changes. Another one is waking up unrecovered. You might go to bed, wake up in the morning, and you are just as tired as you were when you went to bed in the first place. Sometimes you wake up feeling worse. That's not good either. So again, warning sign, something's not right. You need to do something ASAP. There are lots of things you can do to improve your sleep, changing your sleep routine and improving your sleep environment. And that could be just blackout curtains, making the room way darker, not having electronics in the room, and more. All of these things contribute, but at the end of the day, that's just the sleep part. There's another, say 16 or so hours in a day where you are expending energy and making decisions, choices that impact the rest of your week, the rest of your waking hours, and then your sleeping hours. Now I'm outside first thing in the morning, getting some natural sunlight on my body, because that helps my body to get its circadian rhythm working well. If I do that, I'm going to sleep better. So that's important. I get some morning movement by going for a walk. That's why I'm recording these videos while I'm walking. It's because the more walking I do, the better it is. It recharges your batteries. It's a natural antidepressant. It gets the pumps in your body working. So pumping around oxygen, blood, lymph, just getting the toxic stuff pumping around so it works. The body doesn't work if it doesn't move. If I do these things and I get the fresh air and I'm out in nature, I'm less stressed. I feel more relaxed. I think more clearly, and then I can make better decisions, which means good decisions on food, good decisions on what I'm going to do with my day. If I'm less stressed at the start of the day, then I'm going to feel less stressed for the rest of the day. And there are other things that I'll do throughout the day as well, such as I've already done some breath work and meditation. That again lowers the stress at the start of the day. If some sort of stressful event occurs, I can easily go and do some more breath work. It might just be a 5-minute breath work routine that I might do, and that'll allow me to calm my system down. Might be doing some other stretches that also help my system to relax. I did my stretches before I came out here this morning. Gets rid of a lot of tension in the body. The body feels so much lighter and looser. So I feel better. It gives me more energy. So by doing these things, that improves my sleep. I do these things during the day, often at the start of the day, to be able to set myself up for a good day, but it also sets me up for a good night's sleep. The same thing can apply to you. You've got to do something, and most importantly, what you're doing isn't working, so you got to do something different. Number 3 is the spare tire shift, which is all of a sudden you got fat in your belly and it used to not be there. You can't seem to shake it anymore. No matter how much you exercise or what you eat or whatever, it doesn't seem to be moving. Or maybe you've just gone, I'm getting old, it's dad bod, it's fine, whatever. Accept it, move on. That's just the norm. Well, it doesn't have to be. An accumulation of fat is one thing, but if it doesn't shift, even when you try and diet, even if you try and exercise a whole lot more, that gives us an indication that there's something else going on, and that might just be a buildup of toxins, or it might be your hormones are not working so well. It could be all sorts of different things. Main thing is, that's a sign it's time to do something different. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to accept that that's fine, that's just my life now, that's what I look like, that's how I feel, and leave it at that? Or are you going to do something about it? Here's another one, and maybe you notice this, that the decision making is not as sharp as it used to be. You're not quite as quick. There's a bit of a delay or a lag in between someone asking you a question and having to just think about it a little bit further before you can answer that question. Or maybe you've heard yourself say, I can't think about that right now, come back and see me in a bit. Same thing, brain is too full, overwhelmed. It's not ready to be able to make a decision. You just can't think clearly anymore. That brain fog is not a normal thing, and that can be fixed as well. But again, you got to do something about it. You've got to do something different. So even if you don't do anything different today, just start thinking about, is that me? Does that apply to my life? Is something going on? Do I need to change? Even if you're not ready to change yet, just start thinking, do I need to change? Is this something that I need to seriously think about very soon in order to be able to make my next few years my best few years, or able to make my next few years livable, or to prevent an illness or an injury or a heart attack or one of those things? Because it's not so much a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I don't want that for you. Chronic fatigue for 16 years for me, that was no life, no fun at all. So, time to step up and do something about it. If you're not sure how or where to start, the Instant Vitality Audit is your best place. It'll take you a couple of minutes to have a look and go through a few questions just to check on your current lifestyle and just see where you're at energy wise, stress wise. And if you're not doing so well, you're going to get a really low score, and that's going to be definitely something you need to do something about it. Not sure where to start? There's a couple of really easy switches you can do on there just to get things underway. And if that's too easy, go to the 14-day energy upgrade, and that'll challenge you a little bit more. It won't take too much time out of your day, but just enough time to be able to get you making some changes that you're going to notice the difference within a few days, absolutely within the week. Less stress, more energy, and you've got some tools in there to be able to deal with stressful situations when they happen, to bring you back down and just unlock a little bit extra energy in your body. If you've got that extra energy, you're going to think clearly, you're going to sleep better, you are going to make better decisions, and with a bit of luck, you're not going to collapse on the couch as soon as you get home at the end of the day. So I encourage you to jump in there and just have a look. Have a look at the tools. You'll see everything in the description. Just click on the link, get in there, have a look, and see if there's something you could do right now. Because like I said, it might not be just the right time to start, but if you can start thinking about it, start planning it, you're going to find it's a whole lot easier when the time comes for you to actually make something happen, when you're ready to step up and make some changes. Talk again soon.